Mobile or arrest warrant including a firearm being pulled on the artist. Get into the government like a big shoe. Subscribe to the channel. Protection Fridays from PS. That's up to people. Don't go away. All I want is just a chance to go out there. Once we go out there, we can bring us back. I was going back 2 years later, we never stop fight. Just keep your head up, man. Alright. So we're not going to waste more time, everybody. Yes. Right now, new surface again. Looking into mobile arrest warrant. Yes. This guy was sitting watching the match with his girlfriend in the stands when suddenly he felt like making a small bet for fun. Seeing a beautiful girl stand up to him, Nicky immediately said, "Let's bet on how many guys will look after me. Can I join the game?" The couple, hearing this, didn't think much of it, agreeing right away, as it was just a fun $10 betting. The beautiful girl slowly walked out of the stands. The three of them watched and counted how many people turned their heads. The final answer was 7 people. Jess guessed the closest, so she was the winner. Lee Yuan happily handed over the money and suggested playing another round. This time, they bet on which team would win. Millions of people are attacked by harmful mad bacteria releasing painful toxins, causing bad breath. Unlike others, Colgate Total Superior Formula fights bacteria and creates a powerful protective barrier for up to 24 hours to prevent them from coming back. Hearing bet on the wall, she left before she knew what to do. So she told Mickey to play again. He knew Lee Yuan played big right away, raising the bet to $1,000. Mickey also didn't hesitate, starting to count the money. But before he could finish, the referee on the field blew the whistle. Mickey guessed the fouling team correctly, so $1,000 winnings was possible. Seeing this, Lee Yuan immediately demanded to raise it to $5,000, betting on whether it would be a pass or a run. Although Mickey felt he was a bit hot-headed, he didn't refuse. Lee Yuan chose a run. As soon as the whistle blew, the player indeed ran with the ball. So Mickey lost a cool $5,000, meaning he won one round and lost another, essentially down $4,000. So Mickey wanted to stop, just as he was about to take Jess out. Lee Yuan had just tasted victory, so he still wanted to play more. After all, this was a VIP room, and everyone who could get in here was wealthy. A few tens of thousands of dollars was still playable for him. So, under Lee Yuan's persistent pleading, Mickey agreed to play one more round. This time they bet $10,000 on whether the pass would be successful or not. Lee Yuan chose a failed pass. Clearly, he won this round again. Losing $10,000 made Mickey a bit unhappy. He hesitated for 3 seconds, then spun around and said, "This time, let's play for $50,000. Hearing this, Jess was also a bit stunned. Now it was Mickey's turn to get carried away. The outcome of the match was contrary to what he had said, and $50,000 was simply not happening. At this point, Jess stood up and advised him to leave immediately because the money was being lost too quickly. Unexpectedly, Mickey thought for a few seconds, then turned back and blurted out, $100,000. Lee Yuan mocked him, saying he didn't have enough money. Houdini was immediately slapped in the face, seeing Mickey pull out a full stack of cash. Lee Yuan not only didn't flinch, but became even more excited. This time, Mickey chose an unsuccessful pass. The two looked up at the TV screen, seeing the pass was absolutely perfect. Mickey was too hot-headed now, deciding to go all in for $1.1 million. He took the poker deck next game, intending to compare cards for a decisive win or loss. Lee Yuan was on a winning streak. To him, Mickey was no different from an ATM at this point. So, without a moment's hesitation, he pulled out 1.1 million to lose. Lee Yuan flipped over a five of hearts. Mickey just needed to flip a card higher than five to win. This probability was already very high. Thinking he had victory in his hand, Mickey confidently flipped his card. He knew it would be a three. Jess, Queen, all followed ready, while Mickey was speechless. He had originally only intended to lose $4,000 for fun, but now he was down over $1 million. Mickey had no choice but to helplessly pull Jess away. He knew Yuan still wanted to twist the knife. "I'm sorry, my friend. That's what happens when you play with a master." Hearing this, Mickey immediately turned back and said to him, "Let's play another $2 million round. Do you dare?" He told Lee Yuan to randomly pick a player on the field using binoculars. As long as he guessed the player's jersey number correctly, he would win. Hearing this, Lee Yuan Yuan was also dumbfounded. Isn't this just giving away money? Do you really think I'm a mind reader? Just as he was hesitating, wondering if Mickey was cheating, Mickey said, "This time, let Jess guess." Jess, hearing this, was utterly stunned. Li Yuan was overjoyed. Someone's offering money anyway, why not take it? Having said that, he picked up the binoculars and chose a player. But Jess got furious. She completely didn't understand what Mickey was playing, saying it would be a miracle to guess correctly. As she was about to leave, she was stopped by security, and then a dispute occurred between the two sides. After a while of commotion, Jess also calmed down. Mickey said to Jess, "Just pick a number based on your feeling. Don't worry about anything else." Li Yuan quickly found the next target, and it was Jess's turn to guess. Having reached this point, Jess picked up the binoculars and started searching the field. With so many jersey numbers, how could she guess correctly? What did Li Yuan like? How old was he? She was completely clueless. Wasn't this just a wild guess? As Jess was searching everywhere, she suddenly saw a familiar figure. Farhan, wearing jersey number 55, was her friend. He wasn't a player, so how did he get mixed in here? Although a bit surprised, Jess clearly knew this was a trap. Number 55. No, no way. Unbelievable. How did you do that? I guessed correctly. That's right, you guessed correctly. Jess couldn't react in time for a moment, feeling as if she was dreaming. Even if her friend was wearing jersey number 55, how could Nikki be sure that Li Yuan would pick exactly number 55? But oh well, that wasn't important anymore. This round not only recovered their capital, but also won them an additional $1 million. The two of them excitedly carried 2 bags of cash, leaving the stadium content. Once in the car, Nikki explained it to Jess. In reality, they had been tracking this rich guy for a long time. Li Yuan was famous in high society as a gambling addict. He wanted to play anything. Therefore, Nikki had the whole team plan in advance. Knowing he would go to watch the match today, Nikki's team began manipulating his subconscious from the moment he stepped out of the hotel. There was the number 55 on the door. The security guard's lapel pin when he left the hotel was also number 55. Closer to the stadium, the roadside signs were all number 55. They even intentionally showed him a photo of Farhad beforehand. Besides visual manipulation, there was also auditory implantation. Nicky had his teammates choose a song called New in advance. In this song, the sound WKU, which sounds similar to 55 in Chinese, is pronounced 124 times. Being subtly influenced in this way, coupled with having already won over $1 million, Li Yuan almost acted on instinct, believing it was his lucky number. Jess knew absolutely nothing about this, so all her expressions were genuine reactions, never causing suspicion from beginning to end. After Nikki finished explaining, Jess thought he was truly amazing. But little did she know that she was the one who had been planned for the longest. A few days earlier, Nikki was pinned down on a bed by a man with a gun pointed at his head. Sitting next to him was just Jess, whom he had just met. Clearly, Nikki was being set up, but he didn't flinch at all. He flat out said he didn't have a single penny, and if they wanted to shoot, they should just shoot. The guy, hearing this, immediately knew he had been a master. In fact, he guessed correctly. Nikki had been playing these cheat cons for a long time. The reason he played this role was because he had noticed Jess's talent. At this moment, Jess still didn't understand what was happening. Seeing that he couldn't extract any money from Nikki, the guy had no choice but to leave and look for another target, who knew Nikki would follow her. He told Jess directly that she had a natural talent, and she should cultivate her conning skills further to make a living long term. Nikki also told her that he was the third generation in a family of master con artists. Every trick and deception was in the palm of his hand. Jess, hearing this, immediately pulled out money, wanting to learn the trade. Nikki also didn't mind collecting tuition. As the two went outside, Nikki immediately put it into practice. He swiftly swiped Jess's ring, then spun her around, and her watch also vanished into thin air. While she put her watch into her handbag, the ring returned to Nikki's hand. Before Jess could recover, Nikki turned around and threw her wallet back to her, not forgetting her gym party gear. The core of these tricks, simply put, is misdirection. With just a few simple moves, Nikki completely convinced Jess. He didn't rush to pull Jess into the group right away, but said goodbye to her. A few months later, Nikki rented a location in New Orleans to recruit more members and start working. As expected, Jess found him. In reality, this was an interview, also to see if Jess truly wanted to join the team. After Jess joined, Nikki had the team leader take her out. Today was a carnival, a really good opportunity for Jess to get started. As Jess walked, holding a map and asking for directions, her teammate took the opportunity to steal the other person's camera lens. Then a teammate intentionally bumped into a passerby, and Jess, walking behind, easily picked up the wallet. Seeing how easy it it was. Jess became even bolder. Using chopsticks, she snatched a wallet from someone else's handbag and said, Mickey, watching her performance from upstairs, told his teammates to stay calm, saying it was time to give Jess enough space to freely display her skills. So Jess freely demonstrated her natural talent, collecting many items under Mickey's admiring gaze. Mickey was very satisfied with Jess's performance, so he took her to a bigger playground. No warm-up needed. They just got straight to work. To operate here, you have to be really fast, not giving them time to react. Mickey didn't explain anything to her, but let her open her eyes to high-tech gambling. Thanks to contact lenses that could see through cards, the big shot on the other side dared to go all in, only to be sent packing in one round. Besides the outrageous tricks at the gambling table, there was also credit card service. After taking a card from a pocket, it was quickly passed to a teammate who used a device to secretly read the information, then slip the card back into the person's pocket. By the time the victim found out, the money had long been swiped clean. Even more sophisticated, they also made fake ATM overlays. After people withdrew money and left, Farhad would remove
Is it
the
focus
overlay,
on?
which would be sold. All the spoils would be funneled into the black
I
market
don't
for
want
profit.
to
Seeing a mountain of goods in front of her,
hold
Justice was
video
quickly
to go
so her hormones surging with
go
excitement.
so
The next
long
day,
and
Jess
it
and Farhad
doesn't
were chatting
not
in the gambling room. Of
pause.
course, chatting wasn't their main objective. All right, are
Pause.
you ready?
This is
Yes,
in
ready.
the
Oh my God, someone help me. Please hurry
I
help.
can
Jess
fix
started acting.
next video.
They'll find someone else later.
99
The
music
whole team became
force.
energetic, acting while picking valuable items
See
from
you guys
behind
then.
them.
Bye
As
and
soon as the action
thank you
ended,
so
Jess
much
would rearrange
for
the
first.
handbag and sped away from the scene. One theory is
Listen.
scary. What theory is an entirely
Bye.
effective team, especially when they cooperate seamlessly and use